Hey Sagittarius. Keeping in tune with catching up, I decided to do your opportunities reading, which I usually do on Thursday. I don't think I did that one either, so let's get into it. If you're looking for personals, please check out the links in my description box. Everything's there, other social channels, where you can donate to the channel. Yes, and I did things a little differently here. We started with the tarot and we clarified with the oracle. Little switcheroony. And this is about an opportunity that may be coming up for you. Um, it's a creative opportunity, right? That you get real excited about it, and it kind of makes you want to go, go, go. Because we are Sagittarians, we love new things, right? So you feel very passionate about it. You feel like you really want to start it, get it going. You have a clear vision for how you want things to go, what you want things to be, right? The Page of Swords is here also, and there is a reason for the Page of Swords, and we'll get into that. But like, there is something or more to learn, right? There are two swords here specifically, and I know that this is about like career or a creative project, because we're not seeing any. And we always notice what's not present. Okay, so no cups, no pentacles, not really. So this is really in the idea stage. Quite honestly, you feel very lit up by it and you really do want to get it started. But there are some things here that slow you down for sure, or maybe even just make you see that you can't exactly just like have this idea and just go. And that is typically how Sagittarius operates, honestly. We are very famous for starting a lot of things. And so, but what you need to know is that this is going to be a new beginning for you. You are going to figure out these problems. And there is success here. There is wholeness, fulfillment, meaning, when we see the world card, it's so amazing because it means we've conquered all the trials. We've been through all the lessons. But let's dial it back, Sag. Because underneath the deck here was money matters and timing. So, as always, this comes out a lot for us, and I don't know why. Um, but, when you do this, some of it might depend on money and the right time. So, I don't know what that means exactly. But let's see real quick. What's this timing about? There may be, and I hate to say it because I feel like I always say it. Like it says, your current situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. And good luck. So it does feel as if, the money you need will be coming. Interesting. Give me a second, Sag. Or it may even, like, you may not know right now what the right time is, but good luck was there as well. So it's kind of like your money's going to improve, and that's going to tell you that it's time to strike. Well, I guess it usually does, right? That's not a big mystery. It's so interesting that there's so many feathers here, honestly. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but I did a new logo and it was. So I feel like this is really supported by ancestors, honestly. So, what is this? It feels as if this opportunity, this thing that you get really excited about, may have something to do with communication, right? It's saying that that could be it, but it's definitely something that allows for you to express yourself creatively. What is mentioned is writing, blogging, or communication. So for some, you're writing a book. It could mean so many different things for different people, or it could be none of those things. It could be them, right? But it could be just something actually that you're really good at creatively. And I feel like you're seeing a way to make this into something for you, right? It's going to create freedom for you, meaning there's very much an entrepreneurial energy here. And I think that part of the timing also includes clearing the books, right? Because it says you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income, and it mentions being self-employed. Now, I am not the one telling you to to quit your job. The way it works with the King of Wands too, the King of Wands waits till all the conditions are favorable, and they're also a leader. Like, they lead people, they have people behind them, right? They're a great source of inspiration for other people, so there may be networking involved with this, right? And it also says the time for this may really depend on the time in which you have the time to do it, or have the flexibility to do it, when you're able to do it. That should also be part of your vision. And there's some struggle involved, honestly. It's a great idea, but you might need to learn more, because what it's saying is you need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. So there may be an issue here. I will see if is there more we can find. What is the issue? The Devil. Okay. What is the issue? The Sun reversed. The Sun reversed is interesting. You may not be happy about the fact that you can't do this right now, or that this issue comes up. The issue seems to be obligations or responsibilities that you already have, right? And it feels like the universe is also telling you to take that time, because the Page of Swords is about knowledge. Take that time to work on your skill, to learn more about it. Don't let it be that it brings you down. You know what I mean? Don't let it quell your excitement, for sure. Because there's a need for you to be logical. And taking a look at the past really is, think about the times in which you might have approached something like this in the past and it didn't work out, may have been because you didn't go about things the right way. You weren't logical enough. You didn't have a plan. You didn't look at the big picture and things fell apart. And that's what you need to look at, right? This will all lend to your success. And, in terms of the world, there is progress, but it does feel like this isn't a quick thing. Okay, this doesn't happen overnight. You want it to happen quickly, for sure, right? But it doesn't. There's slow progress, and it may be hard to, keep the excitement alive, but especially because it seems like, why is it always like this with Sagittarius? It's like no matter what we do, no matter where we go, it feels a lot of the time like there are always people trying to stop us. And that's what it feels like to you. You feel like this moves along really slow because there are a lot of things maybe that get in the way of it. Outside forces are at play here, and that's not something you can control. Like the forks in the road, we just have to move around the forks. We can't stop the challenges from happening. We can't stop people from trying to get in our way, and part of that is, really look at your strategy here and make that a part of it, right? Take a look at this. Stay excited about it, Sag, right? But look at what challenges could come up and make that part of your plan. In other words, plan for things that could happen, to get in the way. Like, what would you do? So let's take a look and see what the challenges might be here for Sagittarius. What are the challenges? What are the challenges? Yeah. On the table is time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. It's reversed. Okay? And renewal is here. Take time to recharge, to get back on track. So there are things that happen, and I feel largely like this has to do with other responsibilities, which really may affect the movement of this, right? And because these are things that you don't want, because it's reversed. Shedding, courage, wealth, and so one mindset too that might be worthy of you paying attention to, because that's what shedding is about, and it sounds crazy and it feels crazy, right? But often what slows people down or even stops them in their tracks is a fear of success. And so that might be something that you want to look at and to end before, because it affects not going for stuff, right? So that might be something that and that can also be, look, I'm afraid to be broke, right? All of those are things, right? We all think that, and what's that quote? It isn't, I can't even remember. It was from a movie, but basically what it's saying is that we fear that we have power beyond measure. And so it's about, we always think failure is the greatest fear, and failure is not the greatest fear. It's not, you know? And I don't know if people think that's because, when we achieve our goal, we no longer have something to work for. There's always something to work for. Or maybe it's like the people that are going to be dependent on us, the work that's going to entail. Like, yeah, it's a real thing. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. And this is an opportunity that's coming in. So really focus on cultivating this creative idea and doing all you can to stay excited. Yes. Toodles.